Scott Burnhard, you tapped in with P Films. What's the word, man?
Listen, man, it's your boy Scott Burnhard. I'm here with my boy P Films. We're about to give you guys an excellent, in-depth interview about my life, my brand, how I came up in the calisthenics world. If you know about me, check me out on YouTube, check me out on Instagram, check me out on different platforms. Scott Burnhard. All right, we're about to really get in depth and really give the people what they want.
That's what's up.
Yes,
That's
sir.
what's up. So, before we start, I want to say that, I've been watching your videos for a while, and I love how enthusiastic you are when it not only comes to working out, but also inspiring others to work out. Like, did that come after working out, or were you always like that way?
As a child, I was very active, but then somehow my activity kind of took a halt because I broke my right arm 3 times. A lot of people don't know that.
No, we're gonna get there. We're gonna go. Hold on. Yeah. I heard about that. Yeah.
Okay.
So let's start off first, and I know you said you was active. Where did you grow up?
I grew up here in New York, man.
Okay.
Grew up here in New York, but both of my parents are Jamaican, and having that West Indian Caribbean background, I think like that's what kind of like amplifies my energy.
Gotcha.
Also, so I was born here, but I was also raised in Jamaica as well. So it's not like I was just here all my life and I visit Jamaica. I used to live in Jamaica. I went to school in Jamaica. I had a lot of experiences in that beautiful island of Jamaica. So I'm New York, Jamaica, New York, and I spent 1 year in the UK, which is the 1 year in the UK in London. So
gotcha. What made you Jamaica, New York, and then spend 1 year in UK?
Well, it wasn't really much of a choice, I mean? My mother, bless her, which is like, my mother's like my superhero, man. Like, she was doing school, and she really emphasized the importance of education, and she did a sacrifice. It was me and my sister, and she said she needs to get her education right, she needs to get her school thing right, and she sent me and my sister down to Jamaica to live with my auntie, and, to get her school things done, everything like that. And I must say, like, at first I didn't really understand it because, like, my mommy sending me away, but then as I got older and I understood it, it's like, that was probably like one of the best experiences for her to let me live, in my homeland country and to experience things I experienced.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's what's up. It's crazy you say that because I feel like it not only did good for you, but for her as well. You got to see your home. She got to work on her education and obviously do better for y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
That's a fact. That's a fact. So now, I know you're into the working out and everything. Were there people around you that you kind of looked up to that worked out when you was young, or did that start later on in life?
Wow, man. My passion for fitness and passion for working out really started, quote unquote, late, man, in my teens. It didn't really happen. Yeah, man. I started probably like 18, 19.
Damn.
And I didn't get serious about it until 21. Right now I'm 28.
Okay.
So when I first started, I was in the Bronx.
Yeah.
From the Bronx, everything like that. And when I first started, no, matter of fact, let me rewind it, because the first time I've been seeing, like, I ever been passionate about working out was YouTube. I'm gonna be real with you.
You know what?
Yo.
YouTube does it all the time for everyone.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Word.
And now I'm in this entity called YouTube doing the same thing. But it's crazy because I used to watch videos on YouTube. Shout outs to bartenders, shout outs to Giant,
absolutely,
shout outs to Team Wingate,
facts,
shout outs to Hit. Like, those are the brothers I was watching, and I was like, yo, they doing these crazy things on the bar.
How they doing it?
Flashy.
Yeah.
It was like it really gravitated to me more than weight training. You know what I mean? Like, and just looking at it, it was like, wow, this is dope. Yeah. So I remember going to the park in the Bronx, 161 McCombsdown Park, right next to the Yankee Stadium.
Got you.
And it was newly built and everything around 2011, 10, something around that time.
Yeah.
And I remember going to that park, and then I seen dudes doing the same thing that I was seeing on YouTube, and it was like my eyes opened up real wide. I was like, wow, this is crazy. And for one thing, with me, I'm not a shy individual. If I want to know something, if I want to You know what I mean? If I take the initiative. If I want to know something, I'm gonna ask. So I remember I came up and I asked this one specific individual, which is my mentor to this day. Shout out to Q, and Quincy France. And when I went up to Q, you know, he was like, "Listen, come to this park every single day, and we're gonna get to work." So from there, you know, Q really motivated me, inspired me to get in there. And then as I was getting motivated and inspired, other dudes came in. Shout outs to Gary, shout outs to Sekou. That was our little 3-man team. And we used to work out with each other, train with each other. And it was so crazy because like I remember the first time when I got on the pull-up bar and I couldn't do no pull-ups.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I couldn't do no pull-ups.
That's how it be. Not even one?
Not even one. Damn. It was like, I could do some push-ups. It was trash.
But pull-ups
terrible form. Dips, legs, straight up chicken legs. Like, I'm starting from the bottom of the bottom. You know what I mean? But I'm slim. I got a lean build or whatever. But as I started to just learn and I started to just educate myself and get bits and pieces of, you know, different people, that's how I like start to like really build myself up.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Now I know earlier you had stated the thing about the breaking your arm. Now I really want to get into that. You know, I know like, and me looking at you, I'm like, yo, dude is shredded, man. You're built, you know. But a lot of, like you said before, a lot of people don't know. You know, you broke your arm not once, not twice, but three times. You know, so did that happen before you started working out or after?
Before.
Okay.
But it was scary because
how did it happen? How did it happen?
let me break it down for you. So oh man, this is crazy. So the first time, 2 times it happened in Jamaica, 1 time it happened here. The first time it happened in Jamaica, I was playing football, you know. Soccer, football, you know what I mean? Like it's the West Indian thing, you know. So like I was playing football down there and I was playing, I don't remember what field I was playing in or whatever, and I'm playing, I'm doing my thing, all of a sudden I hear woof, woof, woof. Yo, by the time I looked, a dog was chasing me. Crazy. And the dog was chasing me, I'm running, and somehow like, because I was so fearful of my life, I kind of like tripped, and I landed on my arm and I broke it, yeah.
Okay, now you running from the dog, you land on your arm.
Yeah.
Where's the dog now? Like when you look up, is the dog like on you? Is he?
Like it was crazy because as soon as I fell, he kind of like stopped and just kept on woofing at me. He wasn't really on me or nothing like that. But everybody kind of on the field was like, oh, like, you know, Scott was hurt.
Yeah, they realized.
Yeah.
So just that fall was enough to. Was it the elbow, shoulders?
I believe it was my clavicle.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, damn. And how long did it take for that to heal?
Oh, I don't even know, man, because it's like, I feel like the year after that, I broke it again. Now, it was crazy because I really don't have the timeline for this.
Yeah.
But
and how did that happen?
The second time was a freak accident. You want to talk about freak accident? Listen, man. So, I'm in school, right? I'm in school in Jamaica, everything like that. And I see these guys on the table arm wrestling.
Yeah.
And, you know, back then, get young, you see the girls and everything like that, and, you know, they kind of hype you up or whatever. And they was hyping me up, and I'm like, let me arm wrestle this kid. He was a big dude, too.
At that time, was you, like, good at arm wrestling?
I was, listen, man, the girls was hyping me up.
They was gassing you up.
The ego, they was gassing me up, for real. Like, the ego was there. I'm like, what's up? I'm about to show you right now.
Word.
So, yeah, I started arm wrestling this guy, and I'm telling you, I'm putting all into it. Like I'm really I'm putting all into it.
Facts.
And then like, now this is the crazy part. I heard a popping sound. Like I heard like pop, pop, pop.
Oh, you're hearing it as
I'm hearing it as it goes.
Damn.
So, but I don't care about that. I'm like, nah, I need to look good in front of these, you know, these girls or whatever. And then all of a sudden, it kind of just like snap, like pop, like. I don't know how. It just snapped. And that was the second time I broke it, and I had to have surgery.
What the hell did everyone that seen that say? Like, what was the reaction? What was your reaction?
Remember, bro, I was just crying, bro. I was just like in so much pain.
Hell yeah.
And then I remember I had to I left school and I had to go back to the U.S., New York, and I had
to get surgery. Okay.
Yeah, man.
God damn.
Crazy.
Now the third time.
Oh man.
Was that years later or was that back to back?
I think probably 2 years. Probably 2 years after.
Yo, you know what's crazy? You say I'm Haitian.
Right.
So at this point, my mother would have been like, "Alright, somebody's doing something to you right now.
Right.
Somebody's trying to like do something spiritual.
Yeah, man. I felt like I was cursed.
Yo, at the third time, what's going through your mind? What happened? What's going through your mother's mind? Even like,
what was going through her mind? I think she was heartbroken, man. I think because what happened the third time, man, like she was just like, man, like she was heartbroken. I ain't gonna hold you.
That's crazy.
And then like, oh man. So let me tell you, the third time it happened, right? I'm playing kickball. Now I'm in the U.S. I'm in a new school or everything like that. I'm playing kickball. I was pretty good at kickball.
Yeah.
And I kicked the ball, and I started running to like, I think I was going for the home run. I'm going first base, second base, third base, and then like, all of a sudden, like, you know, you're supposed to hit the person with the ball, right? So like, I don't know who threw it. One of them kids threw it, and the ball kind of intertwined with my legs, and I tripped and fell on concrete. Broke it the third time. 3 times the charm, man.
3 times.
Yo, and it was crazy because the third time, yo, my arm was like literally dead. Like the nerve was shot, and I had to do physical therapy.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like my arm was like literally dead. If it was in the sling, it would be like this. I couldn't move it. I had to learn how to write with my left. I had to learn some things with my left because I'm right arm dominant.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, man, it was crazy.
God damn, yo.
Yeah.
So I would never think that you've been through that.
Yeah.
You know, at that point did you think that it was gonna be as bad? You was gonna get healed? Did you think like? Cause me, I probably would have felt like, yo, my arm is done. It's done. What was going through your mind around that time?
Yo, I don't know what was going on through my mind, man. It was just like, I'm young.
Yeah.
Probably like 5th or 4th grade. I'm young and I'm trying to understand, and it's like, doctor telling me I won't, if I break it again, I won't be able to play sports, and I gotta be careful, and
Damn.
you know, I might have to amputate it. He's just talking crazy at this point, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
You say you're young. How old are you?
I don't remember, man. Like 5th, 4th grade. I know the grade, but I don't remember how young I was.
Yo, I thought you was in the teenage years. God damn.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
You know what's crazy? It might be a better thing that it happened when you was younger than later in life.
Yo, it's
Might
crazy. I truly believe so too.
Word.
You know, because when you're young, you kind of have like this regeneration kind of thing. Like you bounce back a little bit more quicker, as if you were a teenager or an adult. Like
Word.
it's tough. You
Facts.
know?
I agree.
You
I
know,
agree.
so yeah, man.
Wow. So, you know, how does someone who mostly does, you know, calisthenic workouts, you know, work out after their arm, you know, and shoulders like practically, you know, useless at least? Like, how do you slowly build to beginning? Like, okay, when you know, you're saying to me that when you worked out, you couldn't do one pull-up.
Right.
So when you started doing pull-ups, did you feel pain, or it was already healed by then?
Wow, it was already healed by then.
Got you.
But sometimes I did have that fear in the back of my mind.
Okay.
And I felt like once I let go of that fear, and once I started to like really develop not my physical but also my mental strength as well,
Yeah.
things started to like really manifest as far as like building my strength up, as far as being more confident to do pull-ups, from the pull-ups to muscle-ups, to just really experimenting with my body and experimenting, because first of all, to even get to those type of levels, you got to train hard.
I agree.
You got to train to the point where yes, your body feel like it wants to give up, you want to feel like you want to give up, but you just can't.
Yeah.
You know? So once I developed that tenacity, that mental strength, it was just like it became second nature to me. You know, like I still remember when I couldn't do pull-ups, but I don't remember the pain of it.
You say you don't remember?
Huh?
You don't remember, or you do?
I don't remember the pain.
Okay.
I remember when I couldn't do it, but I don't remember if I had pain or anything like that.
Got you.
I've been doing it for so long, but I
Yeah.
do remember when I couldn't do it, and I love to keep those quote unquote shortcomings in the back of my head, because it's always like, Scott, no matter how far you get, there's always another level.
Absolutely.
And once you get to another level, you can't go back to the other level that you were before.
That's a fact.
So I'm always constantly like leveling up. I'm always constantly like trying to reinvent myself. Yeah.
That's a fact. That's a big fact.